I didn't have a ball, so I used what God gave me. Cinema. And if there's one thing that cinema has gotten right over the years, it has got to be the best movie of all, Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Nothing just compares to that one.
So who remembers The Croods? I mean, it was the best movie of the 2010s. Put your hand down! Yes, a movie from 2013 about an overprotective dad, a parkour master, and a smooth-talking nomad who discovers fire. But either way, the characters go from, "Get away from that burning log!" to,
"Where'd the marshmallow go?"
Either way, I can't just sit around and watch the movie 50 times in one day. I'd hate to experience that again. So why not look at the game that they released around the same time?
I think I need a nap.
The Croods Prehistoric Party, releasing for the Wii, Wii U, DS, and 3DS. And with this game coming out only a month after the movie, I have high hopes already.
It's never too early to be disappointed.
But I had to ask, who thought of this? Turns out it was developed by Tourist Games, mostly known for their licensed tie-in stuff. You know, the kind of games you find in a bargain bin next to the used copy of Shark's Tale. It was published in North America by D3 Publisher and in Europe by Bandai Namco because apparently nobody was safe. And D3, oh yeah, we know them. These are the geniuses behind certified classics like Despicable Me on PS2, flushed away in about 15 Ben 10 games.
So yeah, we're in good hands.
And what's the gameplay like? Well, it's basically Mario Party if you stripped out the fun, strategy, and replaced it with cavemen aimlessly wandering around, rolling the dice, moving forward, and maybe pick up some coin knockoffs. That's the loop. Now remember, this is a party game, so there has to be boards to play on. 5 whole boards. Sounds generous, right? They're just places that you see in the actual movie. Starting strong with rocks, and just rocks. Big ones, small ones, and some with sand in between them. It's like a tech demo for the color beige. If you ever wanted to hike through an abandoned gravel pit with no sense of purpose, well, have I got the board for you. And now the second one is a jungle river, hopping across mossy stones while a vibrant jungle life does nothing around you. The scenery is nice, but it also feels like someone spilled a bottle of green food dye everywhere. And the third one is trying really hard to look majestic, like Avatar but on the Wii U. It feels like I'm looking into a Dr. Seuss book. And the fourth one is a coral reef. What's this, a dried up fish tank? This board has both graphical problems and logic problems. And last, the tar pit board. Dark, rocky, bubbling goo. It's just a cliffside. It's like we're getting a cave level that gives up halfway through. It's like someone tried to make a final boss arena for a game that doesn't have a boss. So 5 boards and 5 different scenarios of keep moving forward. The jungle, canyon, and weird moss rocks fits the movie. But just because it works in the movie doesn't mean it works as a party board. In the movie, they're immersive, but here, they're just where you go to waste a turn and question your life choices.
Rethink playing this game for one.
It's all technically accurate to the Croods movie, so I guess that means it works, right?
Yep, sure does.
But in addition to that, there are 2 main game modes after selecting which board you want to play. And spoiler, they're exactly the same. The first is Trailblazer mode, which you roll the dice, move forward, and play a minigame, rinse, repeat, and whoever crosses the finish line first immediately ends the game, because if you're not first, you're last. So no comebacks, no underdog story, just instant party shutdown. And then there's the Easter egg hunt mode, which has the same layout, same dice, and same minigames, but now you're hoarding prehistoric eggs, which eggs are collected by winning minigames. At the end, whoever has the most eggs wins. Kind of obvious with that one. So now, just like Mario Party 9, you bump into a minigame space, and you know the drill. Step on the spot, cue the micro competition. But instead of a random surprise, you get 3 minigames to choose from, and it feels like you get the same 3 every time. And unlike most Mario Party games, you can't even practice. There's no tutorial, no practice mode, nothing. You just dive in, and let me tell you, half of these are totally uninteresting or just broken. Hit detection that doesn't work, and more recycled Mario Party minigames than you can shake with a prehistoric stick at. And no special music for these either. It's just a bare minimum of what a minigame should be. It goes, here's something fun, and then yanks that away.
Great, can't wait for more of that.
Minigames are not triggered at the end of each round, but instead by a space on the board. Once you complete the minigame, each player is rewarded a certain amount of shells used for coins. It's like playing Mario Party, but if you stripped out the fun, strategy, and replaced it with cavemen wandering around clueless. No interesting game modes and no fun boards. So you're telling me that the Croods Prehistoric Party has no soul and no interesting boards?
Hey, a 2-for-1 deal.
It's always one of 3 things with these. It's either not interesting, ones that are broken, or already exist in actual Mario Party. And these are bare minimum of what's supposed to be. It throws you into a quick explanation, then just has you hoping for the best because they're boring, repetitive, and sometimes broken. And sure, I might be rough with games sometimes, like Sonic Unleashed. I might have been too harsh on that one, but I love that game. Now, I don't like Croods Prehistoric Party. I'll gladly tell that one to f*** off.
Now, I might be crazy, but I'm also reasonable.
And the goal of each board is to get to the end space or the finish line, which got me curious. If this is a race to the end type game, then what happens when you actually beat the game? I've been waiting to show you what happens when you beat the game this entire time. Yeah, it's just a cold slap in the face. The game was clearly rushed and thrown out for a quick cash grab, and this was the final sign after the first 50 I missed. So the Croods Prehistoric Party is, definitely a party game at the bare minimum.
And you're listening to the same guy as playing this on Wii U?
I knew I might run into less than stellar gameplay, but this is just bad.
And there's really only either one of two things that'll make this worse. Is either one, a very bad Metacritic score for this game, or two, a very, very weird handheld port that's just the exact same thing but worse. Oh, they got both of them?